Hello and welcome to this special broadcast from the Tribune Network. I'm Rohit Bhan. The big counting day today. Punjab decides today who forms the government in the state. Just a while back, in fact, couple of hours back, the EVMs have been opened up. The counting has begun for 170 state assembly constituency. That has happened just a while back amid strict security presence. A lot of security personnel have been deployed outside these EVMs, and in the last 2 hours, there has been trends which have emerged from various agencies. Now, what is clear about Punjab seems to be that the Aam Aadmi Party is the front runner. In fact, if I can stick my neck out and say that they could be forming the next government in Punjab. In fact, the trends which are coming in suggests that they're leading in over 70 seats. The Congress, the ruling party, is trailing far behind. Now, these elections have been pretty interesting, in fact, very unprecedented in a sense that there are many firsts attached to these elections. One, these were elections which were multi-cornered. There were various different alliances which took part in these elections, which has never happened in Punjab. It has generally been Akalis versus the Congress, barring 2017 when Aam Aadmi Party made its debut. It couldn't do well despite exit poll predictions. This time around too, exit polls had predicted an upsweep. But it seems now these trends, mind you, we're reiterating the fact these are initial trends, and based on these trends, it seems the trends are echoing what the exit polls had said, that the Aam Aadmi Party is expected to overthrow the Congress government in Punjab, and Bhagwant Mann led Aam Aadmi Party is expected to come back to power. As I mentioned, it has been a very interesting elections. There have been various factors as a run up to these polls. The farmers' agitation, the farmer group, some of them cobbling together an outfit. They also participating in this election, but it seems that it has been a decisive vote in support of the Aam Aadmi Party. Joining me, special panel, my colleagues Rajmeet Singh and Jupanderjeet Singh from the Punjab Bureau. They have been following these elections very closely, very keenly. To you, Rajmeet, first. Are you surprised with the fact that it's almost, I mean, at least the trendings which have come in, they suggest a clean sweep by the Aam Aadmi Party. Are you surprised?
Very good morning, Rohit. Yeah, the undercurrent this time actually is showing its power. Unlike in 2017 when there was undercurrent for AAP, but it did not. This time the trend so far are showing that the AAP is leading on more than 70 seats. It's going up and down slightly,
Right.
and but there is a clear referendum for change. And what I see from the trends, though it would be premature to comment on the final outcome, many big stalwarts like Captain Amrinder Singh, Navjot Singh Sidhu, Channi are trailing, which shows that the voter of Punjab seems to be giving a clear mandate of change. They seem to be rejecting the major parties in Punjab, Akali Dal or Congress.
Rajmeet, if you talk about Congress, you've been covering Congress for a number of years. And in fact, during these elections also, you went to Doaba. All of us know for the last 6 months there's been chaos within the Congress party. 6 months, 7 months before elections, they carry out this rejig. Captain Amrinder Singh quitting the party, Navjot Singh Sidhu throwing tantrums, Chani being made a Dalit face. Has this really card of a Dalit chief ministerial face, has that completely failed? It's not been able to click. What happened?
From the taking cue from the trend so far, certainly the infighting in the Congress, Navjot Singh Sidhu opposing Channi
Right.
candidature as CFS, then Sunil Jakhar raising the issue of Hindu leadership being ignored. All these factors have contributed to the because what the voters seems to be reflecting in the trend is that you are fighting within themselves.
Right.
What will you do for the state?
Mm-hmm.
And second thing is Captain Amrinder Singh, when he was thrown from, he was removed from the chief ministership. He had one aim. He had one aim that he will not allow the Congress to come to power.
Right.
So he may be trailing in his seat, but he must be happy watching the TV that the Congress is lagging behind.
Mm-hmm.
So the infighting in the Congress is showing the results. And the second question you asked about the Dalit factor.
Yes, yes.
So the Congress tried this social engineering by putting up because they in the limited 3 months they did not have any issue. It was they were facing anti-incumbency.
Right.
They had removed Captain Amrinder Singh, and now they thought of best bet to put up a Dalit face. It seems it is not clicking.
Right. To you, Jupinder, as far as the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned, it seems with whatever trends are coming up, it's going to be the party which is expected to form the government here. What went right for the party? The opposition had been targeting Aam Aadmi Party all along that it's a party run by an outsider. It had always targeted Aam Aadmi Party, that is Kejriwal's party, not a Punjab-centric party. Do you believe that by declaring a chief ministerial candidate gave them an edge? And secondly, they were able to convince the voters that here is a party which is essentially Punjabi party and it could really do wonders for the people of the state. Has that worked? What are the factors which went in the favor of Aam Aadmi Party?
I think the biggest factor which was in their favor was that, like my colleague pointed out, it is a vote for change and it is a vote for development. At the same time, it is a rejection of caste and communal politics played by some parties, especially the Akalis, who went with the BSP and announced, doled out the Deputy CM's post. Then the BJP, which tried to, just corner the right wing votes. At the same time, the Congress also played the Dalit card, which has clearly failed. And there are very strong indications that when you try to polarize votes on the basis of caste and community in a very progressive state like Punjab, which has a cosmopolitan culture, so then there will be counter polarization also. So that is the impact we are seeing, and people, I think they did not make the mistake. Like, that's what the voters told us. They said that during 2017 elections there was a wave of AAP, but they were swayed by all that talk of Kejriwal staying at a Khalistani ideology's house, and this time the Kumar Vishwas card was played to polarize the Hindu votes. So this time the voter was decided that come what may, we are going to vote for change in Punjab, and all these stalwarts are now, they must be, they are suffering the pinch of their decisions.
Right.
Especially, you see the Akali stalwarts are losing. The Congress stalwarts, Navjot Sidhu is trailing.
Really?
So, and actually, all the cribbers, who it seemed that they had their self-interest above the interest of Punjab.
Right.
So that is why an Aam Aadmi Party, people want to see them.
Right.
They should not think that they are here for long.
Right.
This is one test for them.
Also, Chupandar, when the counting, when the polling had taken place, many were wondering the voter turnout. There were a lot of analysis, speculation on the voter turnout. Many believing that this is a silent vote, not many openly talking about which party they had voted. But now, does it emerge that in a region like Malwa, it was a decisive vote? People who were very committed towards the Aam Aadmi Party, they wanted a change in governance, and that is why they came out in large numbers to vote for the party. Does it emerge from that?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Your observation is totally right. People had decided that they are going to vote for change, though they were definitely not vocal about it. However, at the same time, most of the exit polls have also been proven right, because they were giving lead to Aam Aadmi Party, while some were going up to 100, which didn't seem tangible. But it's close to 80 now. So even if the dust settles, now, because the EVM voting is done round wise,
Right.
so maybe there is a one Dalit pocket, which is, you can see the result if I'm talking about Amritsar East
Right.
or some other constituency. So dust will settle, and I think there is lot of talk about likely poaching of Aam Aadmi Party MLAs.
Right.
And so they want a 75 plus figure. That's what the leaders confided in us. They will not be secure with 65 figure.
Even with 15, if they cross 59, they're still not sure they'll be
They
able
will not be, because 40 candidates, 40 leaders have been from other parties,
Right.
and they are turncoats, and so they can be poached. There's a lot of possibility about Akalis and BJP using money power, but now they are way
But
way
I
beyond.
think what has really emerged is the fact that it seems to be a decisive vote for the Aam Aadmi Party. I doubt that any kind of horse trading or trying to poach around with Mary, given the fact that's a clear mandate.
Now it is a clear mandate, and look at Akali Dal. They were saying, the leaders were telling us that they will get 40 seats, and with the help of BJP and some for BSP, they will try to form the
Right.
government, but they are in single digit.
Right.
This is most
Yeah,
shocking.
yeah, that's one thing which is very interesting. They have an alliance with what we call a Dalit party, BSP. Felt that they will gain because of their association with the BSP, but that doesn't seem to be working. Even the Dalit vote, though these are basic initial trends, seem to have veered towards the Aam Aadmi Party. There's not been really much of a division among the Dalit votes as far as these leads are concerned. Am I
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. There have been a lot of arguments that the Dalit vote doesn't go en bloc.
Right.
And you know, as I said, that there was definitely counter polarization among the other communities.
Very true.
They may not have favored a Dalit candidate, or they just wanted to vote for development. If you look at Shromani Akali Dal, they started the campaign first, at least 1 year before the elections, and they announced the deputy CM post for a Dalit, which
Right.
later on they added a Hindu candidate also, and you know they tried to have parlays with the BJP. I think people were Akalis will have to do lots and lots of introspection about the way they have been playing their politics.
Ratmit, again back to you. Let's talk about Mr. Charanjit Singh Channi,
Yeah.
the chief minister, was brought in more than 100 days before these elections happened. He seems to be trailing in both the seats. Now, these are, of course, the caveat being that these are the leads. But even if you were to go by these leads, it seems he himself not doing well. Is the Congress's attempt to placard Dalits, to play out this card that we have a Dalit face for the party, has that really backfired? Why did it happen? Because you have a 32% Dalit population, Dalit voters. Why didn't it work?
The Rohit, three things are very clear. Like my colleague said about attempts by a party to polarize voters. Episode of Deep Sidhu, then episode of this Patwant letter written
Right.
to so-called and denied, and then about AAP being pro Khalistani, polarization attempt by other parties. Seems that Punjabiyat actually, what Congress was the card of Punjabiyat, it has played counter for them. The Punjabiyat has voted for Punjab.
Right.
So they have given a rising of the caste politics. They have voted for change for majority. That seems to be more important. So it's Punjabiyat has actually shown its color. It
Also,
seems to be showing its color.
Also, importantly, if you talk about these big guns trailing far behind, importantly, Navjot Singh Sidhu. Now,
Yeah,
this man, he got into he wanted to be the chief ministerial candidate. That never happened. Then he was made the PCC chief. Ever since, there has been infighting. And even when he was contesting in Amritsar, there were reports that the party is not really campaigning actively. He was not involving people. What happens to Navjot Singh Sidhu? Now he's trailing. If eventually these crystallize into results, and if he loses from Amritsar, what happens to Navjot Singh Sidhu?
You have to take in account that the general election is in 24.
Right.
So now with the as the trend so far indicate, if Sidhu loses and Channi loses, so there has to be a resurgence in Congress.
Right.
These all Dalit factor, other factor. There will be. These leaders can't face the voters now. They have not done so. Basically, number of self goals done by the party, all the leaders, I would say, across the board. Um, uh, so basically, their experiment of changing Amrinder Singh at the fag end seems to have proved counterproductive.
But isn't the party high command also answerable for what happened at the local level? Uh, After all, it was the decision of Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka to bring Navjot Singh Sidhu as the PCC chief. Isn't the top leadership of the Congress also to be held responsible, accountable for what emerges to be a huge fiasco for the Congress party? Just 14 leads,
Yes.
the latest indicates.
It was not been able.
Isn't the party chairman also to be blamed for this?
From 77 seats to know what is going to happen, the trend say. The moment after the party sources say a few months after they put Sidhu in the driving seat as a PCC, they had started realizing, something has gone wrong.
Right.
As the days progressed, their infighting increased. Sidhu would not see eye to eye with Channi with Jakhad, and then the episode of making the CM itself, it was a high drama in Congress. Jakhad has been pointing out
Right.
how he was, taken out of the this race of CM-ship.
Mhm.
So they have committed so many mistakes from the day PPC chief was made the Sidhu was made the PCC chief.
Right.
So day one we first.
Okay, Jupinder, if we can talk a little bit about the Akali Dal. Senior Mr. Prakash Singh Badal seems to be trailing. Sukhbir also, we're not sure, but he was trailing some time back. So what happens to the party? If you talk about Shrimani Akali Dal, this was supposed to be a very crucial election for Sukhbir Badal because he was being touted as a face of the SED. What happens to him now? It doesn't seem to be they are making any impact on these elections. Does it raise a huge question mark over the capability of Sukhbir Singh Badal insofar as the leadership of SED is concerned?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It's Akalis are facing complete decimation over here.
Right.
And it is a big questions on the political strategy of Sukhbir Badal.
Right.
I think they definitely did not have their ear on the ground.
Mhm.
They were saying that drug issues, the sacrilege issue, it will not stick.
Mhm.
They were saying that the Akali, even if they get their cadre vote of 25% or something, they will get 25 plus seats.
Mhm.
Worst ever prediction, as per their own survey was.
Mhm.
But if they are in single digit and their stalwarts are leading.
Mhm.
Prakash Singh Badal, 5 times CM, 7 times MLA.
Right, right.
He has never lost from there.
Mhm.
And there was a lot of questions, and it was raised by a lot of analysts also that should he contest or should he not contest.
Right.
So probably his last election, and if he's going down in the last elections, is it a statement on his politics of all 30 years? This is very sad, and as you were discussing one of Jot Singh Sidhu, so the voter is not foolish.
Right.
Voter understands that your hyperbole is about Punjab, Punjabi, and Punjabiyat, but actually you are fighting for your seats and positions. You are saying that Punjab is first for us, but it is not first for you. You are yourself your own priority. Whether it is Channi tried to contest from 2 seats.
Mhm.
That means he was not confident,
Mhm.
and he was hoping that I will win from both these seats,
Right.
and I will prove a bigger leader than Navjot Singh Sidhu.
Right.
And during our visit in Amritsar East, and Tribune reports from there, they always talked about the undercurrent of Aam Aadmi Party there.
Right.
And this is going to be like Rajmit clearly pointed out, there is a leadership vacuum in definitely in Congress, because both Channi and Sidhu are losing. They need a leader. Did they make a mistake by announcing Channi as Dalit candidate and led to counter polarization? And what about this corporate kind of political campaigning by Sukhbir Singh Badal?
Right.
So these are all questions which the party will have to answer.
Though we are not sure about the breakup insofar as the regions are concerned, Malwa, Doaba, and Maja. But apparently, it seems across these three regions, the party seems to be doing well. Aam Aadmi Party last time around 27, many were expecting they'll do well in Malwa, but that time they couldn't do well. But apparently, this time that seems to be happening. Malwa, what were the factors which, according to you, could have gone into the favor of Aam Aadmi Party, especially if you're talking about the Malwa region?
Yeah, Malwa is known to be little pro-leftist
Right.
region in Punjab, and all the I will not say Naxalite, but all the strong movements, all the labor movements have emerged from Malwa, and this was kind of a den of Aam Aadmi Party. In 2017, it was very shocking. The results were very shocking, not just for AAP, but for analysts also. And this time, I think people have stuck to their decision to go for Aam Aadmi Party and vote for change.
Right. Rajmit, you traveled in Dwaba. Now, this is supposed to be the heart of Dalit votes.
Yes.
Again, I'm going back to this factor because this is also going to play out in the national politics as far as Congress is concerned. Many in the party believe that by making Charanjit Singh Channi as the chief ministerial candidate, the party, not just in Punjab, it was trying to send across a pan-India signal message that it really the Dalit vote mattered to them. But now, with this thing happening, I wanted to examine and understand what went wrong in Dwaba. I'm again and again saying because you had a candidate who was from the Dalit community, but he himself seems to be trailing from his own seats. What happened wrong in Dwaba?
As I was talking earlier, I started getting messages from Congress leaders. The mafia has been replied.
Okay.
You know, it was Akali Mafia, it was Congress Mafia, it was in Channi episode also, the ED case.
Right.
First of all, that factor is very
Right.
important. And
Right.
Doaba was one of the main hubs of sand mining mafia.
Right.
There have been cases and all. Second thing is in the Waba, like my colleague said, the counter polarization.
Right.
And the Dalit votes not going en bloc to one candidate.
Right.
That there are different communities.
Mhm.
And second thing is, the conflict within the party.
Mhm.
As in case of Kapurthala and where Rana Gurjeet is
Right.
fighting,
Mm.
his son is fighting against the official candidate.
Right.
Then Chandi's brother was fighting against the official candidate.
Right.
So that infighting has contributed a lot. The introspection once of the Congress happens, they will certainly that their own self goals have seems to be bringing them to that poor performance.
One more thing, Jupinder, you had visited Amritsar. Now, Mahja is supposed to be the heart of Panthic politics. Now, many have been speculating when Charanjit Singh Channi was made the chief ministerial candidate. Uh, there has been analysis within the political circles that by not propping up a Jat Sikh as the chief ministerial candidate, it would adversely impact Congress, particularly in the Mahja belt. Has that happened? Do you believe in retrospect if they would have announced a Jat Sikh leader that would have helped the party, or this anyways was going to happen?
Yeah, going by the results, it seems that whatever decision they could have taken
Right.
would be the result would be the same. I think Congress should not have announced the CM
Right.
candidate.
Okay.
So by that way, if you keep the suspense, you can attract votes in Maja
Very
in the
true.
name of Jat Sikhs or here. Punjab has always given a decisive result.
Right.
So if we say that if you have a Jat Sikh CM, then you will win. It's also not. It may not be correct.
Right.
Because there is not an en bloc voting by any community here.
Right.
It always boils down to which way your neighbor is going, or which way the local leadership is going.
Right.
So we will get the trends, the
Right.
deep results, the both wide results, and then it would be easier to say. However, we have been saying that Maja would be very crucial because Akalis were hoping to get 15 to
Right.
17 seats
Right.
in Maja, as
Right.
you said.
Mhm.
So I think they went very, very badly wrong over
Precisely.
there. Yeah,
I think they were pinning their hopes on Mahja considerably.
mainly on Maja.
There was talks within the party they could get somewhere more than 15 to 17, but that clearly doesn't seem to have happened. So even for that matter, Mahja seems to have voted for the Aam Aadmi Party. So
Even on the Panthik seat of Khadur Sahab,
Right.
Aam Aadmi Party
yes,
is
exactly. Right.
I think Punjab voters are telling us that they have gone beyond these issues now.
Very true. Very,
The issue is development.
very right.
Why are so many Punjabi youths forced to go abroad?
That's true.
So these are the questions which Aam Aadmi Party will have to answer now.
But it's because of these issues that the Aam Aadmi Party has been able to capture the imagination of the Punjabis. They have been talking about joblessness, they have been talking about bad power projects. They have actually stuck to the core. At a time when when the BJP were trying to take it to a next level, to on the caste lines, on the communal lines, perhaps the Aam Aadmi Party stuck to these core issues. Is my understanding correct?
Absolutely. They were focusing on education and health and jobs in this campaign.
Right.
So they were being very smart. They did not make any controversial issues, whether it was Punjab voters, the SYL issue, the Khalistan issue, the release of the detainees
Right.
like Puller and others. So they did not make any issue. They did not make very lofty claims. They just spoke about development and providing jobs, and they were very, very, I think, not very, very. They did not make very strong jobs like that. We will give 50
Right.
lakh jobs or 25 lakh jobs. So they were more on the ground this time.
And I think they didn't fall into the trap of the opposition party, especially the BJP, when they talk about their links with the Khalistani. This time, I think they stayed clear of that, and in fact, timely they issued a rejoinder to their claims that videos which came up, and also that video which came up on the Khalistan Connect. So they stayed clear of those issues.
I think the infighting between the Congress, which also said that Captain Amrinder and the Akalis were playing friendly
Right.
match all these years.
Right.
I think that has stuck among the voters,
Right.
and they decided to vote for change, and that is what has gone in favor of the Aam Aadmi Party. And then their own their own commitments were more realistic this
Right.
time.
Right. Rajmeet, lastly to you before we wrap up this first segment on the future of Congress, Punjab Congress, with just 15 leads and whatever they settle down with. Is there still hope for the party in Punjab that at least they can start afresh? There has been a lot of infighting the last 6 months. It's been complete disarray in the party. Now, at least isn't this the time that they should settle down and take a stock of the situation and try to rebuild from scratch?
Yeah, certainly. Let's wait for the result because many big leaders are going to bite the dust,
Right.
and like leaders who have been out of Punjab politics, like Pratap Bajwa,
Right.
if he wins,
Hmm.
there are leaders who could emerge, who could be the new center point of leadership in introspection has to take place. But I would like to point out in this election very important thing. In the urban seats, as the trend says, in the I would say the minority seats which we often refer to,
Right,
minority
right.
communities, that are voting for Aap,
Up.
and which the BJP and Congress are counting in their
Absolutely,
in their favor.
That's
So
very
that's
interesting.
very interesting. Like the people of Punjab have even rejected, cutting across religious and caste lines. They have rejected the narratives being set up by BJP or Akali Dal or Congress.
Right.
That is very interesting. So
Right.
that's a clear message. I think it's good for Punjab,
Mm-hmm.
good for Punjabia, that people want business.
Right.
Voter wants business. They don't want to go. Emotional narratives won't play in Punjab.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's all we have, at least for now. This was our first segment of our live coverage on the Punjab election 2022. As leads are emerging, we are more and more seeing a clear AAP surge in Punjab. AAP expected to form the government. We are still, the counting is underway, but they are almost ahead in over 85 seats. Now, if this were to settle down, crystallize as the final outcome, then we are pretty much sure that the Aam Aadmi Party is going to form the next government in Punjab. We'll keep on providing you all the latest updates. We will analyze these results, though these are initial trends which are coming in. In the subsequent segments, we will be discussing region-wise how Punjab has voted, Malwa, Bhaja, Doaba. What are the factors that played out? Why these bigwigs are trailing? We will be discussing with my colleagues as the day progresses. Meanwhile, this is all we have. We will also provide you on our sister publication, Punjabi Tribune. They are also going live on their Punjabi Facebook page. You can follow us on our Punjabi Tribune Facebook page also for those live updates. Meanwhile, and as far as the Tribune is concerned, we'll keep on providing you all the updates. You can log on to our website, also tribuneindia.com, and also follow us on our social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter. Meanwhile, thanks for watching. We'll be back very soon. Thank you.